Good afternoon, Promise people. It's Pinkie Promise, and I am back because I need to get book 4 out of the way, the expose. I did 1 through 3, and I have to get this out of the way before I move on to book 5. So there is no time like the present, okay? Now, book 5. Book 4 is all about my trip to Montego Bay, Jamaica. Okay, there's a color version and there is a black and white large print. Okay, I told you all my books are published in large print and some in color. Okay, so this book was written in 2 to 3 weeks after I returned from Montego Bay, Jamaica in 2024, March 1st to be exact. I know the exact dates. Let me tell you why this book is so prevalent and why I was able to put it out in 3 weeks. And it sold wonderfully. It sold in USA, Jamaica, Japan, Australia, Denmark, you name it, it was sold there. Okay? And people love this book. It's a love story. It's how Pinkie got her groove back. Not Stella. Stella got hers groove back 20 some or more years. Pinkie got her groove back in this book. Trust me, it's good. Okay? It's all about a tale of my trip to Jamaica. Now, my pastor is from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I was so impressed with how he treated his wife, how soft he was to her, and I was just coming out of a marriage that was toxic. My husband had broken my heart in several pieces, and that wasn't the first time he's done that. But this time I stayed away from him. So this was September, it happened with me and him, and I hadn't seen him, talked to him, nothing. My heart was just broken. And I couldn't get over it. I didn't want him back, but I couldn't get over the hurt. So I decided to go to Jamaica just to get away, just to have some fun, just to travel and see another country and get out of my element. So that's what I did. I'm going to sit down right quick because I went to Jamaica by myself because most of my trips are done alone. And I had a great time at the Riu Hotel. I was enjoying myself. When I'm out the country, trust me, I enjoy myself to the fullest. And I don't let anybody stop that. And I'm usually by myself. But it's okay. I'm brave. I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem. I'm fearless. And every trip I take, I go into the country like, yeah, what? You know what I mean? What y'all got? So this particular day was the first day of my excursions. I had the Bamboo River rafting excursion set for that day. So a lovely gentleman picked me up, and he was a firefighter, but he did transportation for the excursions on his free time. So he picked me up, and his body was, oh my God, I just wanted to touch it, but I didn't. He pulled up to the Bamboo River rafting place, and the person whose client I was came to greet us. He told the guy, I'll be like out 2 hours. You could come back for her in 2 hours. I was there 5 hours. But anyway, as he took me down to the river, just the way he walked down the steps, half sideways, kept looking back for me. Then he grabbed my hand to take me to the raft. His hands were so sore. He took me to the raft, and I'm still being me, Pinkie from New York, Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I had a drink, 2 drinks before I came. I was okay, oblivious to him. He was the person who was going to take me up that river. I know he was handsome and cute and he had a nice body, but I didn't really give a shit about that. We got that at home too. So he took me to the raft. He put me on, and the raft was like happy birthday. It was beautifully decorated with flowers that he actually picked to put on his raft that day. So anyway, took my hand, took me to the river, put me to the raft. I took off my shoes. I took off my shorts. I had my bathing suit on. I asked him, yo, where can we get a drink? I need a drink. So he said, first of all, where are you from? I was like, New York. He was like, I knew it. You have New York vibes. And the way he said vibes, my fucking skin crawled. because his dialect was Jamaican, but it was also England, because that's where he went to school at. But long story short, he started the ride, and I'm laying down there drinking my margarita, which he got for me a little up the river. Epic time. Sun was shining on me. I'm laying on a raft being pulled up a river. This New York girl ain't never do no shit like that. So I was in awe. And I was taken aback by him because he was very handsome, very charming, and very accommodating to me. Anything I wanted, he said, we got. The deal was supposed to be an hour. I was on that river 3 hours with him. He just didn't want to bring me back. But can you blame him? I had such a great time with him, you know? But anyway, it's a book about it, okay? Because I can't tell all of it here. This is the color copy, and it has color inserts. This is the black and white with large print, and this is the Kindle version because I have it on 3 platforms, all my books. You're going to get it in. However you get it in, I'm going to make it available for you, and that's what I do for all my readers and all my clients. Long story short, we had a wonderful time on the river. He was very charming. In fact, our videos from that river experience went viral. It was over 1.5 million on TikTok and Twitter. Even one lady even suggested we go on some show. You know, I want him to be my husband, some shits. One of them shows. But anyway, I asked him how old he was because I was like, God, please don't let this man say 20s. 34. Yes, I get through 34. So anyway, after the excursion, we went back to the area where they congregate. It's a little hut that they built, you know. They had music, all the Jamaican guys out there, rafters as well, who had no clients. So when we got there, I got another margarita. They start putting on New York, USA music for me. I was dancing around like no one was watching, and all of them was watching me like, yo, this girl is getting down by herself. I don't need company to dance. Y'all know that. But anyway, Michael just kept, I didn't mean to say his name, but it slipped. But what the fuck? He kept coming over to me. I gave him a $40 tip. He kept coming to me, making sure I was all right. Then he came to me and gave me his number. And I was like, would you like me or something? He was like, I think you are so beautiful. But anyway, long story short, he finally called my driver to come get me because he was trying to keep me there. So finally, my driver came to get me. And I need to say this about my driver. He was the one. When he first came and got me off, his body, delectable. His arms and his shirt, I just wanted to reach out and touch them. Physique was crazy. The way he fit his pants, crazy. And you know what? He was the real gentleman. He was the one God sent. But I had to go through Michael first. And God made him good too. Because the next day my excursion was canceled and I ended up inviting him to my resort for the day. He paid the daily fee and we had a wonderful day together. We did the beach, we did the pool, we had lunch, we had dinner, we walked around the resort, we walked up and down the beach. I wanted to walk him around just to make sure I was okay to sleep with him. Baby, we had a rocket night. He left in the evening when it was time for him to go. And the next day, I missed my flight, and not on purpose. So I had to stay at a resort near the hotel. And guess who came to stay with me again? I had 2 lovely nights with that guy. And I never forgot him. I went back 3 times to visit him. That's what this book 5 is going to entail, those 3 visits, but I can't say it here, okay? But I had a wonderful time in Jamaica. And if you can go there and keep your heart out of it, you can too. But that's what went wrong with me. I put my heart into this young man. And I should have been wise enough to see that that was only for that time. But I went back 3 more times. I didn't get enough, you know? I like to keep rubbing that shit in. But Source Force 4, Montego Bay, How Pinkie Got Her Groove Back, is available wherever books are sold. And I had to get this expo out before I started book 5 because I need to talk about those 3 extra trips. But I had to get this out for my readers again before I did. Okay, I did the other 3 before I went to St. Lucia, but I didn't do this one. And this one was a little hard to do. That's why I put it off. And I didn't write anything about this Pinkie Promise on this book. I did it from my head. So if you will, and you want a good love story,